Okay. I know you've read or heard about that game, movie, or comic, blah, blah, but you haven't heard it from us. So chill, relax, let us talk all about it before you log off.
All right. What's up, everybody? Sir Aaron Carter here with the internationally known Steven Gutierrez.
What is going on?
And San Diego Comic-Con apparently hit us right in the face with some more information that we didn't get to put on the show previously. Like, we put out a show, what, Friday?
Yeah.
And
basically literally yesterday.
Yeah, literally yesterday. And then, of course, the big day Saturday, San Diego Comic-Con, Marvel comes to San Diego Comic-Con and says, you know what? Let's drop everything that we have.
Dropped a whole lot of stuff.
And the whole thing,
pretty amazing.
This was the stuff I've been waiting for, though. This was literally the stuff I've been waiting for the last, 7 years. I need to know what's next. And so they said, we start off at a low point. In 2020, everybody, so this is how we're going to do it down. Gross. We're going to go through all the films that they announced and the ones that they're going to be working on as well, because I have that list here too. And then we'll go on to the TV series that they announced as well. And then the other projects, I believe, is that they have in store. Yeah, they're working on. Because it's a ton of stuff. They dropped a massive amount of information at Hall H, and I know people were probably freaking out big time. It would have been dope to be in that room. But so the first one that they have is Black Widow in 2020. So we're getting the Scarlett Johansson reprising her role as Natasha Romanoff, of course, in her solo film, which I don't know if it's going to be a prequel, if it's going to be a sequel.
A sequel to what? Is
Afterlife. Black Widow, the Afterlife.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just imagine it's just darkness for her.
Yeah, I mean that's could
lights out.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not. I've said as many times as I want to say, on this whole situation, that I don't care. I don't really care about her whole movie.
They have. I'm looking at this wiki here. They have names of characters already.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I'm looking at her wiki as well. I see the names of characters on here, and you can kind of go and look it up. Like, we are really doing this impromptu. Steven is at home. I'm at home. We're over Discord. We just had to talk about that because the fans, they demanded it.
And we did our best to
accommodate. Yeah, at the last as the last minute. So Scarlett Johansson, of course, is going to be in the movie. You got Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova. That's how you
I just read that as Pug.
That's terrible. It's Pew. You got David Harbour, you got Rachel Weisz, OT Fab. All right.
Rachel Weisz is Milena.
I don't know any of these characters.
Yeah. That's
exactly
really
why I stopped that one. Yes. So anyway, she's gonna be the Russian spy. Of course, they're gonna have it's gonna be an espionage movie. You know that for sure. So that wasn't the gigantic news. That was kind of confirmed a long time ago that she's finally getting one. We just got an actual release date, May 1st, 2020.
Oh, they actually came out with the actual date.
Yeah, it'll be released in the United States May 1st, 2020. So that's the beginning.
Interesting to see Taskmaster.
Is that what they said on there?
That's according to this wiki. To be announced. They still don't have an actor apparently.
Oh, he's supposed to be the main villain.
Masters, Taskmaster.
Okay, I can see that too. That's a comparable villain. He's a pretty good villain. I mean, I'm probably gonna go watch the movie anyway because I'm a Marvel fan, but. Yeah, on the list of who cares, it's definitely who cares.
I'm pretty sure Emma's gonna drag us to see this one.
Yeah, most likely.
It's locations for where it's gonna be at is I don't even know how to say that one. Dubrovnik, Croatia, Russia, Budapest.
Oh, so we're gonna get some Budapest.
So do you think that means Hawkeye might?
Cameo, yeah, because I mean, yeah, they've got to pay off that check that they wrote in Avengers 1, hands down.
I think that check that they wrote was the reason they have to do this movie.
Yeah,
because everybody keeps saying what happened in Budapest. So
nothing in Budapest is going to be this interesting, I promise. As what they've gone through: alien invasion, time heist, None of this stuff. But it's
literally
Budapest.
time heist.
Yeah, so none of that stuff is going to be as entertaining, I guarantee. So moving right along, the next one we have up, of course, everybody knows about this one. This was the other big speculated, but then they guaranteed. The Eternals was also announced as the next one to come out, and that one will be out 2020 as well, right? That's what 2020. Yeah, so same year.
Actually, it says November 6th, 2020, according to this wiki, obviously, or Wikia.
So we're getting 2 Marvel movies next year: Black Widow, Eternals. Eternals also confirmed actors and actresses in the movie as well during the Hall H showing or whatever. So we got, of course, Angelina Jolie. She was the front runner that everybody was like, oh yeah, she's going to be in this. Richard Madden, whoever that is going to play Icarus.
Rob Stark.
That's right. Rob Stark. That's right. He's going to play Icarus. So the Eternals, to kind of, I guess, give a little pre-history or knowledge or whatever, the Eternals are going to be, I believe it's going to be set way, way, way before any of the events of, let's call it the Thanos saga. And so that's like, thousands of years or whatever beforehand. So.
Oh, these are are they older than Celestials?
No, the Celestials made them. So the Celestials made them, the Deviants, and the humans. Those are the three different things. So you have the humans, the Celestials, the humans, the Deviants, and the Eternals. The Eternals are supposed to be like the perfect, human type of form of Celestials. Deviants are supposed it's like good, bad, and in between. That's what it is. So like the humans are the neutral, in between. Like it can go good or bad. The human can be good or bad, right? The Eternals are supposed to be all good, and the Deviants are supposed to be all bad. Thanos, Deviant.
But was he?
Yeah.
Was he? Was he trying to say?
He is.
Universes by slaughtering.
They have
the universes.
Camille Nanjiani as Kingo here in the on the wiki, but I don't know who that is. Like I literally have to Google who in the world Kingo is.
I don't know any of the Eternals. These are all like, as far as I'm concerned, new characters, but that's just because I'm not educated in it right now. I'm excited to see like the story like happen and to learn about it. I know it's not comic book like one for one, but it'd be interesting to be introduced to some new characters that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, and that's what this set's to do. Just like you may have not been familiar with the Guardians of the Galaxy, it's going to do the same thing. That's what it's going to do.
And everybody pretty much knows who Groot is.
Oh, yeah.
Know what I mean? Like
Star-Lord, Rocket Raccoon, all those are,
the Guardian.
They're almost household names now. So we'll see if they can do the same thing, if they can, recreate the magic that they did with that, but for the Eternals or whatever. So, but the Eternals also is, it's another thing that introduces like the concept of course of the Celestials in there, and the Celestials also, of course, are the reason for mutants. So maybe this be one step into that direction. Who knows?
The introduction of another type of hero.
Yeah, who knows? Whole bunch of people on there though. Brian Tyree Henry, Lauren what is that, Ridolph? Selma Hayek is in this. Selma
Crazy.
Hayek. Don Lee and Leah McHugh. So all these characters.
First Latina Hispanic woman to be introduced into the MCU.
Is she?
According to their timeline. No, I'm just saying because if the Eternals are that old.
Oh yeah, then yes. There you go. 100% yes. Unless there was somebody before her, but I don't think they will. I don't think they'll do anything like that. So
their race is Eternals.
That's terrible. Next one, we're keeping with some like kind of unknown characters. Well, they're known to the comic book world, but on the mat, on the majors, are like your Spider-Man, Iron Man, all that type of stuff. We got Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Shang-Chi is a kung fu character, maybe limited to no superpowers. That's as far as I can tell. I think maybe just Kung Fu Master. Maybe he might have some like meditation skills or something like that. I'm not too versed on the Shang-Chi. Not at all.
This is another one that I'm excited to learn something about, because it's a to me it seems like a character that's like probably a like deep cut that they don't. I don't know. I've never seen love for this character. Like, but of course I'm not super versed in comic book. Like he could be everywhere, but I've never even heard of this character. Like Eternals, I've heard of, but I just never. I didn't seek the knowledge about him. Shang-Chi, never heard of until this point. I honestly thought it was just a joke of some kind, just because they didn't have Iron Fist. But now that I know it's something that's legit, and I'm interested to learn about it and to be introduced to this character.
Well, yeah, I mean, on his wiki it says he has, karate skills, and then it says self-duplication. I don't know where that comes into play, but
interesting.
I mean, we'll see if they actually go that far. But as far as I knew, I thought he was just straight up a regular human that was just a really good fighter. Like, because I mean, on the powers ability, it says although he has never been determined exactly how extensive Shang-Chi's fighting skills are, he has beaten numerous superhuman opponents. Shang-Chi is classed as an athlete, but he is one of the best of the non-superhumans in martial arts and is dedicated much of his life to the art, being referred to some as the greatest empty-handed fighter and practitioner of Kung Fu alive. Much of his physical abilities seem to stem from the mastery of Qi, which allows him to surpass physical limitation in normal athletes. So, I mean,
okay, so by using his Qi, he's able to withstand certain punches from
to the face by like
superheroes,
something. Okay. I'm guessing.
Well, that's actually interesting. But more excitement is the villain that they're introducing.
Yeah,
through this.
Yeah,
which is the Mandarin.
Yeah, because they got
the real Mandarin, I guess, right?
The real one, yes.
Iron Man 3 BS,
because it's called the Legend of the Ten Rings, right? Yeah, and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and everybody knows 10 rings belong to the Mandarin. So we're probably going to get a full-blown Mandarin, an actual Mandarin character creation in the Marvel Universe now, finally. And we'll see how that one plays out. It's going to be weird because you got no Tony Stark anymore. So, I mean, I could have sworn he was like mainly a
Tony Stark villain.
An Iron Man villain.
Iron Man villain is what,
But I guess they're just going to, I mean, it moves around.
Shang-Chi, like, maybe they want to use that to kind of just balance the Mandarin or something. Maybe. I just hope that it doesn't come off stereotypical. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I mean, like Luke Cage, wasn't this one of the characters that came off just a little overly?
In the comic books, he did, but I don't think he did.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Like, and it was the same thing with him. Same thing with same thing with Shang-Chi. You can look at his comic books and you can see his early stuff, and you can at least see like, oh, okay, bro, like let's calm it down. Let's calm it down a little bit.
Yeah, as long as it's it's pretty, it's done well and not just like, hey, look at me, we're being what is it? We're representing stuff. You know what I mean? Like a ploy, just some bullshit.
What was the thing?
To just do it legit.
It says in the comic books. In the comics, Shang-Chi is the son of Fu Manchu. That's already racist.
That is a very
and also the brother of Jerry Panaricon. Oddly enough, wow.
Oddly enough,
there it is.
So I knew Jerry was older than he let off.
The rising and advancing of the spirit, Shang-Chi became known as the being of the master of Kung Fu and the member of the Avengers. Yeah, and then I was looking at another thing before we move on. Some of his notable students says Captain America, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Domino. So yeah, there you go.
You can tie together certain characters. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, apparently.
That's if they went that route.
But. Says another testament of his skill as an instructor during War of the Realms, which is the kind of the latest story arc in Marvel right now, where he was able to train a group of novices in a short amount of time to the point where his proteges were able to easily fend off an army of powerful fire demons using techniques he taught them. There you go. That's how bad he is. He can teach you how to beat up other people.
Fear the chi.
Yep, fear the chi, everybody. And if that's not the slogan, then I have no
Fear the
idea.
chi. Yeah.
But that's in
There you go.
2021. We're getting that one in 2021.
That's the first 2021.
That's the first
But there's an
2021
actual
one.
release date for February 12th,
Yeah,
2021.
not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
Marvel likes to do
Ooh.
these ethnic movies in February, huh? Black
Oh,
Panther.
yeah, you know, gotta
Yep.
represent. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man.
So you got a month. You got a
That's
month.
it. Minorities run wild for these
Terrible.
28 days.
Terrible. Another one that I've heard conflicting reports on about being a horror movie. We got Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. A Doctor Strange movie with a little Wanda inside of it, apparently. So Benedict Cumberbatch replies in his role, of course, as Stephen Strange. You got Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda. Apparently
Maximoff.
no. Oh yes, Maximoff. I'm thinking.
That's-
I don't know. I was
that's
thinking Black
Maximoff.
Widow. I don't know. I was thinking Natasha Romanoff. That's what. Something off. There's always something off. Rachel McAdams is going to be Christine Palmer.
Yeah, well, that's
Really?
the Doctor.
She's coming.
Strange's love.
I know, but I mean, she's coming back.
Awesome.
Like,
Yeah, why wouldn't she?
I thought he. Oh no, they did patch things up at the end.
No, they patched
I'm always
things up.
thinking of that jacked up crap that he said to her when he broke his hands and like.
Oh yeah, and then just like left it off like that.
That's right. And then apparently, what Nightmare is supposed to be a villain in this?
Well, I mean, if it's multiverse of madness, that nightmares cause madness.
Well, yeah,
Makes
there you go.
sense.
I guess, yeah. So, and then we got Baron Mordo coming back too.
Yes, yeah, I just seen that right now. That's
Baron
exciting.
Mordo, here we go.
That dude who played him is a really good actor.
Yeah. He's. I really liked it. I like him in pretty much anything he's ever been in, except for what was the one where his wife, where the dude from Walking Dead knocked on his wife's door and gave him all the signs.
Oh, Love Actually.
Yeah, that was probably the only one that I didn't really care for.
I've never seen that movie. So I know the scene you're talking about because we've discussed that before.
How do you say it? I don't even know how to say his name really. Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Telly? It's Watelli.
He's going to be Baron Mordo, which is traditionally the bad guy for Doctor Strange. So we'll see.
It says his name is Carl.
Well,
Carl Mordo.
Yeah, but whenever he turns into the supervillain, it's Baron Mordo.
Oh, he goes by Baron.
Yeah, like Doctor Strange is. I mean, not Doctor Strange, but Doctor Doom's name isn't Doctor. Like it's Victor.
But I mean, he is a doctor, right?
Well, I mean, he is. Yeah.
Does he have a doctorate in something?
Probably. He's one of the smartest guys on the planet. He's got multiple doctorates and stuff.
There you go. He's earned that title.
So then he's probably going to become a baron of something. I don't
Well,
know.
Benedict Wong is just Wong. So,
Terrible.
I mean, they said, here, actor, we'll use your last name for your character.
Yeah, you knew who you were going to be as soon as you stepped on set.
Says walk through the goddamn door.
Terrible.
Gonna be Wong.
Let's see. So when is the one? This is 2021. That's going to be released. I don't know where anybody's getting these announcements saying that it's supposed to be a horror movie. I don't know where that's coming from, but I've heard from two different people. Adam, who couldn't be with us today, of course. And my niece, as soon as I got home, she was like,
she said it's gonna be a horror movie, huh?
Yeah. I was like, I don't know where you guys are getting this from. Like,
well, apparently Nightmare is the ruler of the dream dimension.
So that instantly makes you a horror movie?
Well, I mean, I don't know, nightmares, it might be kind of scary if that's the villain.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not saying it's a horror movie. I'm not putting it in that genre because it's the comic book hero movie, whatever. But it might have some scary elements because you're dealing with somebody called Nightmare.
You might get like a jump scare too. That's what I feel like. You might get a jump scare too. And what is his powers?
Oh, Nightmare's character or
nigh omnipotent, ability to draw power from the psychic energies of the subconscious minds and dreams of beings. Cool.
He's the boogeyman.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. How does he tie in with Baron?
He's got villains. He goes up against Doctor Strange and Ghost Rider. So
there you go.
A crossover in the future.
That's the one thing we didn't. That's we'll get into that after everything. But
Yeah.
Write that down. It's things that we didn't get to see. But what's next here? What do we got next? So Doctor Strange, first crossover that we're going to hear from or that we've seen with any of them. Maybe because there might be a Hawkeye in that Black Widow, but whatever. And then
it's not confirmed.
It's not confirmed. And then another movie in 2021, we're getting Thor: Love and Thunder, everybody, which has already been confirmed that Mrs. One, Natalie Portman, will make her reprise her role as Jane Foster and actually be Jane Foster / Thor in this one, everybody. So we're getting Jane Foster Thor. I mean,
now, do you think she's gonna wield the power early on, or do you think?
So I hope they do something where she wields the power early on, and then they do the full movie as a Jane Foster Thor movie. Like that's what, like maybe if they do something to where maybe the first 20 minutes it's kind of picking up with her, and then she gets diagnosed with cancer, because if you haven't read the comic book, spoiler alert, she gets breast cancer. She gets the cancer, and storyline. She gets the hammer, and the hammer cures her while she's in that form. But it also it wipes off the chemo that she gets. That's what it is. So she gets chemotherapy, but when she becomes Thor, it basically purifies her of everything. So it's wiping away the chemo. So she's not really getting better. It just keeps getting worse. That's the whole thing.
Because there's no.
Yeah. So
she's not getting her treatment.
She's not getting treatments. Yeah. She's just, living with it basically. So I don't know how they're going to play it in this one, because you got Thor. And I mean, Chris Hemsworth, he's coming back as Thor. Tessa Thompson, she's going to be back as Valkyrie. And if you know where they left off with Tessa Thompson being the new ruler of Asgard on Earth, and Thor going off in space as one of the Asgardians of the galaxy, like how are they going to play this? And then also Mjolnir, the regular hammer, not being around anymore. Yeah, destroyed. How are we playing this one? Like, we're not going to. And the thing that I'm like big interested in is you have all these movies that are coming out beforehand, and there's no crossovers with these characters or even in this universe. So you're just gonna fast like 0 to 60 real quick into the Thor Love and Thunder, storyline. Like, is it gonna be rushed?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know, man.
Because think about all the other stuff.
We just talked about how Taika is coming back for this.
Yes, so you got Taika Waititi, great director, who's gonna freaking revived Thor, basically.
Because he was lacking.
Yes, he definitely was lacking. So he's gonna, come back for this one and definitely do a good job. But
revive the franchise so Natalie Portman comes back.
Yeah, that's how strong he was. He was able to get an actress that walked away to come back.
I'm kind of done. Oh wait, never mind. This is getting good.
Yeah, exactly. Come on back. So I think if they do things after credit scenes, because I'm trying to think of other stuff that they showed and that led up, because like you had Black Panther, right? He wasn't in his own solo movie first. He was in Civil War, and they built his lore there. And then by the time you saw Black Panther movie, you kind of got it. Like, yeah, I saw Civil War, so I know what this guy's about. Blah blah blah. I'm watching Black Panther. Boom, and
but you can't get that with them introducing in a Black Widow movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to happen because they would have referenced. They would have referenced it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And they're like galaxies away. Like freaking Thor is off with the Guardians, and she's back on Earth. So I don't know.
Well, maybe during the so-called snap, maybe we'll get that like 5 years. Maybe she didn't leave. Maybe she was diagnosed within the 5 years. Been battling it, you know what I mean?
That could be a thing.
They were
I
trying
can see
to
that.
collect shards of this damn.
That's horrible.
Hammer.
That's
well,
collect shards.
Where did it broke in? Where were they at?
I thought it broke in like Sweden or
Yeah, it was,
Norway
like,
or
in
whatever.
So I mean, who knows? Maybe she grabs the damn shard or the handle and transforms into female Thor.
We'll
Who
see.
knows?
We got to wait till 2021 just to see it. Hopefully they do some type of after credit scenes and other things that will help build the lore to where you can see where the story's going to eventually go, because I have no idea how they're going to do all that stuff. But that was the basic time frame that they gave for all those movies. You got Black Widow, Eternals, Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange, and Thor, Love and Thunders. Those are the movies that they announced that they do have tentative dates for. I say tentative because I bet you they can move things forward, move things back.
Yeah. They need to get Lady Sif back in this Thor, though. Tired of them just writing her off.
Well, I mean, if she's in the Asgardians of the Galaxy, that'll be dope. So
that would actually be pretty dope.
I think that would be kind of sick. But those were just the movies, like I said, that they did the whatchamacallit, the actual dates for. But they have other movies that they said that they're. Should we do the other movies that they said that are in development, or should we just go to the TV series that actually have dates and then go to the stuff that they said?
Let's just knock out the movies, because that's kind of just in the same the category.
Yeah. Okay. So with a TBA next to it, the first one that we got on here is Blade. Everybody, that's right. Wesley Snipes is coming back.
Oh, gee, don't tease me, man, because I would. I would not to put anything on the actor that's
Mahershala Ali is going to be Eric Brooks Blade. Everybody, so
phenomenal actor,
great actor.
I don't know his martial arts background though.
Great, I don't know if he has any. I
could have swore I saw something where he was throwing kicks, but I don't.
Maybe he has Cottonmouth.
Was he fighting in Cottonmouth?
No, he was the businessman. He didn't need all that. He had
but didn't he fight or try to fight Luke Cage? Like for a little bit, I could have sworn. I don't know, maybe I'm just making things up in my head.
I think you're making some stuff up. Yeah.
I just want Cottonmouth back.
He was in a movie called Kicks. If that's what you. Yeah. So I mean, if that's what you were thinking about, he was in the Curious Benjamin Button as well. So I don't know. But yeah, he's gonna be Blade. I think Mahershala Ali is a good actor. I think he'll fit perfectly in there. And it's a big name, and I've wanted to see more of him in the actual, Marvel universe. Because I mean, he did. I was about to say Power Man. He did Luke Cage. He did the voice of the Prowler on Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah, that's him. That's Mahershala Ali.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. Huh. I'm telling you,
I did not know that.
He is deep into the Marvel universe.
Yeah, he's always trying to make that Marvel Disney money. That's what
he definitely is.
Hey, man, more power to you.
Definitely is. I think he needs to buff up more, though. That's my only gripe.
He definitely needs to get, which is not going to be a difficult thing for somebody that's in Hollywood.
Yeah, the actors.
They got trainers. Disney would be like, you got this trainer, this trainer, this trainer. This dude's going to teach you how to fight.
Yeah.
Here you go, and then to play this character. And I'm all for it. I'm curious to see. I would love for them to bring in Wesley Snipes, not as Blade. Just Wesley Snipes to me, it just needs to be a part of something.
I feel like they should. I feel like they should, because I mean, if they went with what's his name for Spider-Man, like if they brought him back,
Tobey Maguire,
the J. Jonah Jameson guy.
Oh yeah. Well, spoilers.
I mean. But if they brought him back, then let's go. Let's play some homage.
Let's not the cap.
Wesley,
because he kicked it off. To me, he kicked it off. Blade was like one of those first Marvel movies.
And he did good. In the first Blade 1. Yes, he did good. I don't care what anybody says. Blade 1. The artwork though for the Blade movie looks pretty dope. Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, no, that
just like
title screen,
little title card. Yeah, it looked really good. So
different type of weapons in there. That's good.
And then we got, of course, the stuff that we know with Black Panther 2. Now, all these are just TBA, no actual set dates for these.
Yeah, no dates. They've been in the works, either talked about or mentioned previously.
Yeah. So we got Black
Kind of a
Panther
given.
2. We got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. We knew that was coming. We got Captain
Which
Marvel.
I hope they call as Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't want them to go with just Guardians.
Well, hopefully they do. Yeah. I mean, yeah,
It'd be great.
that'd be kind of dope. Captain Marvel 2, of course, we knew that was going to come out. But then the big one, the people have been waiting for it for a long time, everybody.
I guess it was just like a subtle, like, oh yeah, this.
Yeah. Marvel's first superhero family coming back home, everybody. The Fantastic Four film in the works, everybody.
Four.
Nobody attached to it though. not a name, not a location. So nothing. It's just Kevin Feige was like, "Hey guys, we got Fantastic Four," and that's it. Like that. That's all.
They pulled the E3 fucking Final Fantasy reboot. It's like, by the way, we're working on it.
Yeah, exactly. They 100% did that. They did that with what did Nintendo do that to? The Metroid 4.
Oh yeah, Metroid 4. That's actually a better thing.
It's like, here it is, guys, and then it just walked away. Like, oh, like, cool.
Quick example. Here you go.
We didn't see anything, but I'm excited for that one. I'm actually excited for the Fantastic Four. I can't wait to see them done correctly, and have everybody just wipe that memory of all the old ones.
I really want them to do the John Krasinski and Emily Blunt thing.
It makes sense. It makes sense. I think
it fits. The other two, I mean, I don't really know, and it kind of doesn't matter to me. Like, I just want those. Those are my fantasy picks.
Yeah. I can't.
Even in the comic books, it looked like John Krasinski. I remember us finding that picture, and we are like, "Oh shit!"
Yep.
They're kind of modeling it after him.
I don't know who could play the other two. Like, they can kind of find any young actor to go ahead and do it. I mean, what's his name? The what's the one that just played the serial killer?
Efron.
Yeah, Zac Efron could be the Human Torch if they want to do it that way. I'd
be fine with it. Somebody's like arrogant and cocky.
Yeah,
I mean that's Johnny Snowden perfectly.
Yeah, and he just played the arrogant, cocky character in that. So yeah, let him go ahead and reprise his role as a superhero this time. So go ahead and do that one. I'm all for it. So that was all for all the movies, though. So that's all the movies. They also announced some of their TV series and gave some dates out for that one too. So 2020, we're finally getting the Falcon and Winter Soldier with also confirmed villain on there, Baron Zemo coming back, everybody. And I believe it's the same actor, right? Yep, same actor is going to reprise the role. Yeah. You're probably going to get him with the purple bag over his head.
That's what they're saying, but I don't know. Well, probably it'd be like some badass like helmet looking thing.
I bet you it's just going to be a ski mask. Purple ski mask. That's what they're going with. They're going with purple ski mask with the striations all around it, to where it just looks like the comic book. That's what they're gonna do. Purple ski mask. Man.
Give them something that looks cool. I mean, if you did, just give them like one of those face shells that like kind of morphs the ski mask a little bit. Then it's just like just shoot them in the head. You know what I mean? Just end them. Falcon has guns.
He does have guns, and Falcon has killed, because in Endgame he straight up stabbed that giant monster in the chest with his wings. Like, so he's not beyond that.
Both wings just going right in.
Yeah, so
telling people.
I don't know.
And it looks like Sharon Carter's coming back.
I saw that too. Sharon Carter.
Yeah,
she was like, "Screw Captain America for leaving me for." My grandma. Terrible.
Cat banging old ladies. And he's old too, but
we'll see how that one wraps up. They're not saying how she's going to be involved. She's just going to be in there. 6 episodes. That was the other thing. Only 6 episodes.
They're just going straight up miniseries.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on.
It says season 1 on this thing. I see that.
Episode list?
Do we have an episode list? I don't see an episode.
I'm trying to see. No, there's nothing right now.
Oh, when you click the season 1 thing?
Yeah, it's just click to see if it does show 6, and it looks like the same guy's directing it.
Same woman? Carrie Scoglin?
Well, yes. Sorry, excuse me. I read it as Carl.
Carl Scoglin? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's quick glance. Excuse me. Sorry.
We'll see how that one pans out. I'm interested. I'll watch it because I'm going to get Disney Plus. So
yeah, it's gonna be what was it, like $7 or something?
I thought it was $4.99, or maybe it is $7.99. I don't know.
I think it's cheaper than like all the other ones.
Yeah, it's not going to be anything expensive.
It wasn't crazy.
Strange little title card or whatever for it. It's got the Falcon and the Winter Soldier with Captain America's shield kind of playing the background. You know.
Oh, see, I read that as Falcon America and the Winter Soldier.
Where do you see America?
It does no, it's just the shield. So I immediately just thought Captain America.
Oh,
it's not Captain.
okay.
So I read it as Falcon America, Winter Soldier.
Yeah, nah, just the Falcon and
it's just
the Winter Soldier. Well, I mean, we're gonna get it's gonna be Falcon America. It's gonna be Falcon America. So that's whatever. Then you got WandaVision, the show about Wanda losing her vision and trying to get it back because she's blind.
She only sees people named Wanda.
Yep,
that's it.
That's it. That's 2021, so that's not going to be 2020 like Falcon and Winter Soldier. This is going to be 2021, the next year. I thought
that makes sense because I believe Disney Plus is going to be towards the November side. If I'm not mistaken, I could have swore it was like towards the end of the year. If they were going to release,
not
full release.
Strange. So it says that WandaVision will be set after the events of Endgame, of course, and will tie in with the Doctor Strange 2. That's going to be the first time that we've seen something directly tie in and have characters that cross from a TV verse into the movie verse that I can think of. Has there been any other one? Like major characters? I mean major characters, I was saying.
That have blended into
that's transferred from one to another.
Well, Winter Soldier and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'll always go back to that because that made Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. a lot better. Was
he in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. though? I mean major characters. I'm looking for major characters, not situations.
Major characters in any of those.
Yeah, situations. That's fine.
I don't even think like Maria Hill was in.
Yeah, she was. I think she was in at least one episode.
It might have been the first like pilot.
Because even Nick Fury was in one. He was in one of the first episodes.
The pilot. Probably.
Yeah. I remember that because I was like, I remember seeing it and being like, he's never coming back again. Like that's it. Like you're not gonna see him again.
Which is crazy because they both said they would.
Yeah. It's all up to the studios, though. It's all up to the studios.
So it looks like Disney Plus though is gonna start November 12th. 2019, so it is this year.
Oh, but we're not getting any of these actual Marvel things until next year.
For a year.
So that's probably their
slow release. Like here, we'll put all our Marvel stuff that we have now, but the future stuff you're gonna have to wait
on. So the next one we have up after WandaVision is the horrendous looking title card of Loki. Which will be 2021 as well. It says for the first season, of course. Tom Hiddleston coming back as Loki, or maybe the voice of Loki while young Loki prances around or something like that. I don't know what's going to happen.
It just says Loki. It doesn't even
say
it just says young Loki right now.
But
I hope it just ends with his death.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, I hope it starts with his death so you see it again, and then it goes, this is my life before.
I would be so upset, not on the fact that it's Loki and all that type of stuff, but the fact that I have to watch all this crap again. Like all the way through. I don't like that showing me the ending of a movie first and then rewinding it. Like I don't like that.
Yeah, well, because then it's leading up to just him dying anyway. There's
exactly. I hate that type of stuff.
Which makes sense, but I think the only reason they're doing this is because people, for whatever reason, like Tom Hiddleston.
He's very
and
popular.
They like his Loki character, which he did a really good job. But I don't like the fact that people are trying to keep him alive.
Oh, that's just how they do, though. That's keeping money alive, is what that is.
Well, I understand that, but I'm saying because then the whole Endgame bullshit, time travel.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it just confirms that they didn't know what the hell they were talking about.
Yeah,
saying it's not this way, but then they go and do it. So I just hope they keep him dead. Just so
he won't be though. He won't be.
Yeah, he won't.
Yeah, he'll be back many a time. Just like comic books. You don't die in comic books anymore. You come back all the time.
Then somebody needs to get the Infinity Gauntlet back and just
snap him and blip him away.
No, just blip the timeline into just change everything.
Well, we'll see.
No more mutants, Aaron. No more mutants.
How about give us mutants first? Jeez.
That's true.
We'll get into that after this. So they also announced the what if as a cartoon, I guess. Is that what you guys said? An animated thing for Disney Plus?
It's supposed to be an animated I guess show.
Well, it says
I'm
what
assuming
if.
they're just like scenarios.
It says an upcoming animated American web television series based on the Marvel comic series of the same name. It is produced by Marvel Studios and will premiere on Disney Plus. So this is something that's coming on Disney Plus. And if you know what any of the
what if scenarios,
they literally are just kind of, so like there was what if Tony Stark and Tony Stark and Captain America talked it out during Civil War instead of fighting. Like what if what if that happened? Or what if Captain America never became Captain America? The thing is, they have on this wiki, at least, they have a full cast list of a whole bunch of people. So I don't know what this is,
because they're supposed to reprise their roles if they use those characters. They're reprising their roles.
Okay.
So just to do the voiceovers. So if you bring back Dum Dum Dugan, you're getting Neil McDonough.
On this, it says each episode will explore a key moment in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The first episode will ask, what if Peggy Carter had taken the super soldier serum instead of Steve Rogers?
And this is from the comic book?
This is from, now I'm reading this on their wiki page or whatever. That's where I'm reading.
That's probably going to be an episode, and that would probably be pretty dope.
That would be.
Oh,
yeah.
I see it right here. Okay.
Yeah, I think that'd be kind of interesting to see. Yeah, and the what ifs. I mean, like you can look at those what if comic books, and you'll just see they're just a whole bunch of things of just random stuff, random moments that happened in
change. Basically that would change the MCU.
Yeah, basically, they're like just. To see basically what if like that. I don't know.
Can I get a what if Quicksilver didn't catch them bullets to the chest?
Terrible.
I want to know what would he would have done.
I'm looking at some of the covers of the actual what if comic books. There's like what if Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four.
I mean, we get kind of like hints at that.
What if Loki had found the hammer of Thor? What if Wolverine killed the Hulk? What if Flash Thompson became Spider-Man? That's an interesting one right there. There you go.
That would be actually kind of interesting.
What if the Hulk had the brains of Bruce Banner? Like, come on, everybody knows that one. Like, that's yeah.
They kind of did that, so
yeah. So, but I mean, it's cool. You know what you're getting there. You're getting a whole bunch of just stories where they can take a whole bunch of liberties with all these different characters, just so you can get kind of a cool story. Nothing that's canon. Just like, hey, what if? Then 2021.
You can ask with a lot of stuff.
2021, we're getting Hawkeye. We're getting that Disney series where Jeremy Renner will reprise his role as Clint Barton, and you're getting a Kate Bishop. So it's not going to be training his daughter. It's going to be training Kate Bishop.
Why would you put your daughter in harm's way when you can put somebody else's daughter in harm's way?
Pretty much.
Come on.
Pretty much.
Okay, ain't stupid. He knows how the game's done.
And they're setting up. Everybody knows they're setting up to do like a Young Avengers. That's why they're putting all these characters in the way that they're putting them and stuff like that. I'm missing something on one of these shows. There was a character that I didn't see, because remember Monica Rambeau is supposed to be in something.
Yeah, she's going to be in. I missed it. I think it was Falcon. No. WandaVision.
WandaVision?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. There it is. She's supposed to. Yeah, we didn't do that. So yeah, you got Paul Bettany and Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda and Vision, and then of course you got Teyonah Parris, who's going to be Monica Rambeau. And if anybody knows Monica Rambeau, she was in Captain Marvel 1. As a little kid, but in the comic book, she grows up to be Photon, another superhero. So maybe we'll get an actual introduction, because I know Marvel said they're not going to do origin stories anymore. So maybe this is how they do it, is they introduce her through something else, and she's a pretty powerful character. So we'll see how all that works out. Hawkeye, and like I said, they could be introducing, since they're not going to do origin movies anymore. This is where they could be introducing all the other little, characters through the Disney Plus and stuff like that. So Hawkeye will be introducing Kate Bishop, which is just another Hawkeye. I think that's what her name is. Like, I don't think they call her like Hawkeye Junior,
Hawkeye,
I think they just
like
call her
that.
Hawkeye in the Marvel comics or whatever. So, and then their sign for the Hawkeye one is straight off the comic books. It looks dope. So,
Oh, that little bullseye with
yeah,
in the
that's
air.
that's off of her Hawkeye, I think standalone comic or whatever. So,
Oh, really?
yeah,
So that's then probably confirm that it's going to be about her.
Kate. Yeah, that's pretty much what it's gonna do. So, and then that's all of them. That's all they dropped at the Hall H event, which was pretty interesting, pretty jaw dropping that they got all these ones. What were the ones that we feel that they missed, Steven? Because I got a couple of them. I got
You
a couple
go
of them.
first because I.
Gotta think
Well, I
about
mean,
it.
I guess just X-Men.
X-Men is
think they
definitely
coulda-
a missed one,
coulda
but
did
I
that.
know Kevin Feige has said that they are going to do the X-Men. It's just going to take some time, or it's going to be a long while or whatever. We didn't get any of the basic confirmations of the other ones, like Spider-Man 3 or whatever. So
Oh yeah,
none
we
of that's coming
sure
out.
did.
Or it may be coming out, but we didn't get like a confirmation, right?
And they'll probably interject some. This is like every time they come out with timelines, it looks pretty, it sounds pretty, but then they will change something because we all remember Inhumans
Yeah,
that catastrophe.
that bombshell right there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, they will change things in and out. I hope they actually add stuff. I would love to see them add some more crossovers. I think would be good. Not like a whole Avengers theme, which wasn't even on here.
What
So
do you
you're
mean?
not even gonna get a
So
new
that was the other
Avengers.
thing I was going to say is all these movies individually don't feel like they will add up to a giant crossover, giant like crossover event movie. Like I don't see anything like that from any of this stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, did we get the actual Avengers? You know what I mean? Like,
But you felt
you
like it
got-
was coming though, right? Because at the
No,
end credit
that's
scenes,
true.
with the end
That's
credit
true.
scenes.
But I'm saying like it wasn't the actual comic book team, so they could just make new teams out of these people. It's not like
Yeah, I guess.
even though they have a whole plethora of characters that have teams already. You know what I mean? They could mix and match some of these. You never know. Maybe we get a Black Panther in space. Who
Maybe,
knows?
maybe. They have a comic book series for that where he was in space, but
Oh well, I mean, give me a break, Aaron. All right, give me a fucking break. All right, Shang-Chi in space, Aaron. Did they do that?
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't read all of
Shut your
Shang-Chi,
mouth.
so I don't.
You shut your mouth, you
Yeah,
whore.
they could have. They very well may could have.
No, they probably did because they've thought outside the box for many of
They've got a
years.
whole bunch of stuff.
So much stuff. It's just crazy.
a ton of crap. What was the other one that crap? I just forgot. What was the other one that I wanted to?
Do you think they would try again with Inhumans?
So that's what it says on the wiki that Kevin Feige in 2016 said they might try again in Phase 4 with Inhumans. The Inhumans are important. Like the royal family.
This is Phase 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They might try again. I mean, Phase 4 for the next 2 years, but it goes like a decade, like 10 years type of throughout everything. So we'll see. I don't know. Like we'll 100% see. They didn't mention any of the old properties from Netflix, of course, but they didn't say anything about like Ant-Man and the Wasp. Like
they didn't.
Are they just gone?
I don't think they're gone. I mean, nothing's ever really gone in this universe, but
yeah,
maybe they're just gonna pull them back a little bit so they can focus on some other things. Because I feel like Guardians is kind of coming to an end here. Like once you hit 3 movies,
trilogies are fine.
To get tapped.
Yeah, after a trilogy, I think you should be good.
And then they were in the Infinity War, they were in Endgame, so it's kind of like it's probably coming to a close. Thor probably coming to a close. you got to make room for these new ones.
And that's cool.
That's where the mashups come in afterwards. After you stop them, hit them with the mashups.
Yeah, and that's what I kind of wanted to see throughout the whole thing is just more mashups, like to where they don't even have titles that represent what the main character is, like, you know, Thor 3 or Doctor Strange, where they come out with a movie called Marvel's Schism, and it's the X-Men, you know, and you know it's an X-Men movie, but it's just the scenario that goes down. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
a one-off type of
like there's these
movie.
Like
nothing that ties in. Just
bring it out. I mean, even if you do want to have it tie in or whatever, you can still have it do something like that, you know. But it's just their names aren't headliners or whatever, and that may be counterproductive to what the company wants, because they want to get butts and seats. You know what I'm talking about? So they need to put a name up top. But I feel like you can do that with just using your name Marvel, knowing that this is a Marvel publication or this is a Marvel movie. People will go see it. So if you go Marvel's, I don't know, Marvel's Rewind or Marvel's Flashpoint, people will go see it because Marvel is selling the name. I mean, is selling the movie.
They're what you're going to buy into.
Yeah, you're buying into Marvel.
And you saw that with Guardians of the Galaxy. You'll probably see that with Eternals. Shang-Chi would be the big one, I think.
That's a gamble for me, I feel.
People know.
Yeah.
And I think they'll go based off of Marvel.
Uh-huh.
And I think this character you'll probably see a big explosion of this character a lot more. Maybe some crossovers. I'm really hoping with with the Eternals, maybe they'll reintroduce Inhumans and X-Men. You know what I mean? With because you kind of tie that stuff together. With Guardians, maybe you'll see, maybe they might meet Fantastic Four. Who knows? Because it's all about space. Fantastic Four gets their powers in space, right?
That was the other.
Be an event that happens, and there we go.
That was the other one that I said I didn't see anything for, but we know it's supposed to come out. Where was the Ghost Rider information?
Oh yes, that's
nothing about Ghost Rider.
Because they're doing a TV show.
Yeah, exactly. Where was that information on that one? That was absent, and I was like, wait a minute.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Right.
We didn't get any of that type of news, so
I totally forgot that they were doing a show. I was just talking about maybe they'll do another movie, but I forgot they're gonna do a show.
Yeah, they're supposed to do a show, and the actor's
Robbie Reyes,
yeah,
and that's exciting.
Exactly,
it's exciting.
But we got no news on it, so I don't know. I have no idea what they're gonna do. I think that was the big one for me, because I was like, I want to see that, only because in the new Guardians of the Galaxy no, it's just Guardians of the Galaxy. They have the Deadpool. Not Deadpool. What is it? The Punisher Ghost Rider is actually a part of it.
Yeah.
So I was like, they could easily put Ghost Rider a part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and he'd fit in. Like, they'd be fine with that. So
it'd be cool to see. It definitely would be cool to see.
I
want to see some more of that new blood. Those new characters that they're bringing out. That are, the representation characters. Even though, because current day, you're seeing it more instead of just a flock of heroes that are all the same race and stuff like that. So I would love to see America Chavez,
like Nova, America Chavez, and then the new Nova. I want to see that too. The kid Nova.
I want to see some more of that get thrown in the forefront, because I mean it's nice to have representation, but those are actually cool characters.
Yeah,
and we talked about it earlier too. I would love to see that Blue Marvel storyline.
That'd be dope. Out. Yeah, that would be
so
dope.
Sick, man. Even with Robert Downey Jr. I know he's whatever, but I would love just to see that play out in any shape or form, because that character is awesome, and that's a newer hero that they've made within the recent years. So
all we can do is cross our fingers. Man. They only showed us a glimpse of the next 2 years, basically. So and like we said before, they can add, they can take away. We never know. So we'll just have to sit and wait. So I don't know.
Exciting.
Anything else that we got before we wrap it?
I don't even know. These next couple of years with these movies, all this content is extremely exciting. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward too. All right, then. So for Steven Gutierrez, the internationally known Steven Gutierrez.
Thank you.
I am Sir Aaron Carter. Look at that. I'm just all jumbled out. Yeah, little
talking so much.
Little slurred here. Little slurred. I am Sir Aaron Carter saying that is enough Marvel for today.